Loris Montgomery, and I came to the Bangkok Hospital for a breast augmentation and for some liposuction. Well, I started probably researching around about, it would have been about 12 months ago, but funny enough, we were here in Bangkok in March, and on the plane going home was a lady who had just been in and had breast augmentation surgery, and she ended up sitting right next to me. So we got talking, and she told me all that had worked with her and how it happened and what she had done to her, and it was just what I needed. And from then on I went home, and then I did some more research and looked up what she was doing, and it was fantastic. That's the way I wanted to go. I contacted Bangkok Makeovers, and they were very quick in replying with the questions that I put to them with the breast augmentation and the liposuction that I was having done. Booked my own flight. They booked everything from going to see the doctors, the surgeries, where you stayed, everything was booked for you. So the only thing you had to do was basically pack your suitcase and book your plane ticket, which was wonderful. When I arrived in Bangkok, it was very easy. You got off the plane and then you went through customs, and they told you the carousel to go to, and there was a lady there waiting with the laptop and with my name across the top, and so it was very easy. She helped me get my case and take me out to the car, the transport to the motel. The consultation was the next day, so Rachel came and picked us up. Basically, you arrived here on the day that you had your consultation. You were taken to see Dr. P, and you chose your implants, you know, which ones the one size that you wanted to be. Then you had a blood test, and then taken to X-ray, and then everything was prepared and you went into surgery. So it was very quick, no waiting around, because I know back home sometimes you can wait ages just to get an X-ray, and then you move down to where you need to go, but there was no waiting around at all. Coming through in recovery, there was the nurse there to help you when you came to in recovery, and they looked after you. Any concerns with your pain or that type of thing, they inquired about whether you needed anything for the pain and how it was going. And then after recovery, you're wheeled back to your room, and the nurses there popped you on the bed. They put a little buzzer right next to you so you didn't have to reach for it. And then you just, if you needed anything for the pain, they gave you something for the pain. And then it was just having a nice sleep and sleeping it off. Dr. P, he's just fantastic. He's a bit of a character. He does make you laugh. Very helpful. Very warm, actually. You didn't feel like he was a specialist. Sometimes they can be a bit standoffish, but it was wonderful. He put you at ease, and the choices that you made, he made you feel that they were the right choices. So going to the procedure, I was quite excited. I wouldn't say I was nervous, because there really wasn't any time to get nervous. So it was just into the procedure, quite excited, and then just waiting for the next day. The room that we stayed in was it was first class, and the beds were beautiful, the rooms were beautiful, the service with the meals and the nurses, they were just wonderful. There was no waiting around. As soon as you pressed that buzzer, they were there. Sometimes I just wondered whether they were just waiting outside the door till you buzzed. The food was first class. It's not hospital food that I'm used to. Back home in Australia. It was beautiful. It really was. I was probably a little bit gobsmacked, actually, coming in here, because it wasn't what I expected. But then I don't know what I really did expect. I did get on the internet and looked at the website, so I did have a bit of an idea of what it looked like, but reality is different to looking at something on a screen. The nurses, the care, it was actually very caring. As soon as you buzzed, they were there, and most of the times it wasn't just one nurse. Two nurses would come in and help you with the needs that you asked them for. Probably on the second night, I stayed 2 nights. I probably got a little bit lonely, a little bit teary, but the nurse just stayed there, you know, with you. She was beautiful, and And you know, I've never had care like that. It was lovely. For anybody who was wanting to come here from Australia, I would say don't hesitate. The service, the facilities, the care is I would say it's better than at home. It is just, it's hard to explain. It is the best. It is the best care. I'd like to thank Rachel and Megan from Bangkok Makeovers. They are just wonderful. They're caring, they look after you because you're in a country without your family and your friends. You're on your own, and you're put in a unit with another girl who's in the same situation. So you do bond and you do start to do things together. Every day they call in and see you, or they ring and what can we do for you today? They organise so much for you. The time goes so quick. I just really can't believe that I'm going home midnight tonight. I would really like to thank Dr. P. He was wonderful. The recuperation, I really got over it very well. I didn't realise, I thought it would be harder than what it was, but it's not. And I think that's because he is a fantastic surgeon. The outcome is great. Every day you feel better and better. You wake up and you think, I can move my arms more. It feels easy. And because the first day is always painful because you've had surgery. But each day that you wake up, you think, oh my goodness, it's getting better and better. And the week's gone by and I'm ready to go home.